lot of people say Marc Ecko is a lifestyle brand, like, because you do so many things. But beyond the clothing and the entertainment, there's this whole other aspect of, like, kind of your interest in the arts and kind of what's going on socially. Why is that important? Why not? You know, you make a good amount of money selling clothing and magazines. Why do these other?
You know, you shouldn't have to wait to be gray-haired and old to eventually contribute back what your legacy is going to be. I think this generation is trying to real time have impact on, you know, what the future is going to be, not in 10 years, but like tomorrow or Friday. It's been really frustrating for me to see the pace and the kind of incremental, almost faux, you know, activism amongst a lot of the legislators and policymakers when it comes to ed reform. Well, we're not really thinking about the content of young people's, our students' educational products, like what they are consuming at the ages of K through 12, you know, during those years. And I think there's a giant opportunity there in business. Okay, in full disclosure, you know, it's one of the reasons I launched Artists and Instigators, which is a venture platform. What's beautiful about the world on a global view, you see what's happening in Egypt, you see what's happening in the Middle East, and the role of social media to inform and expedite change. You know, hopefully our kind of marches on Washington will happen in the cloud. We launched Unlimited Justice, you know, I shared that yesterday at the panel. It's a platform to abolish corporal punishment in American schools, which is educators physically striking students as a means of discipline. And it's not an outlier. It happens to the tune of 220,000 cases a year, according to the Department of Education. Something's got to give. The quality of the experience has got to give. If we're going to talk about education quality, we need to talk about education equality. You know, people should definitely consider, at the very least, going to unlimitedjustice.com and or downloading the app. There is a pledge that we're asking people to become signatories of. It doesn't involve giving any money or anything like that. It just involves an email certified, zip code certified pledge so that we can inform legislators just with numbers. Between Texas and New Mexico is our real focus, so if anyone's using the platform, there's this whole email to fax little game mechanic inside of the platform. You should concentrate on those states, like drive to those states, send a lot of emails, send a lot of faxes. It all happens inside of the application. It's all free, fun, okay? And like I said yesterday, hopefully we can really dry up a lot of black ink cartridges on these people's fax machines.
And what has the response been like in terms of the use of the application and it being downloaded?
It's really fascinating that if you go to the review section of the application inside the iTunes store, you see people that are not talking at all about the app and talking on the topic, which was like which is fascinating. You see people are like, you know, kids need to be beat more, you know, like 1 star. It's crazy, you know, and you see people who get it and are like, you know, 5 stars, the app is great, blah, 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 blah. You know, what's really more important is that we are trying to provoke a conversation in a way that's not like the conventional talking heads on TV, you know, inside baseball, inside the beltway, typical policy making type conversation. And corporal punishment, you know, drives up a lot of emotions for people. It's not a campaign that is anti-discipline. It is a campaign that is pro-education.